Yeah, I think that's the problem with ranked though. You're not rewarded for experimenting. You're like very much trying to win now for points. You're more inclined to like do with what's comfortable to you, but like doing it in ranked, it's gonna feel bad because you're gonna fuck it up and lose points. And you're gonna be like, I'm just gonna go back to doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But that's like
Yeah.
not that good for improvement. Playing your friends in like first to tens or like other players in first to tens where there's no stakes allows you to like really try shit that you're not good at and like just like literally just spam it, find out when it works, find out when it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And then you like can like learn that way. Where there's like no, you don't lose anything for losing. You're more inclined to experiment. You see what I'm saying? Ranked might not be the best like tool for long-term success. I think it's a good practice tool for like adapting quickly, but I think you will get more mileage out of practicing with like other good players and longer sets and experimenting. What's up guys? In this video, I play a first to 5 against Snakerty and we discuss how he can improve his play by assessing his opponent's playstyle and adapting quickly. We also talk about mixing up options to keep your opponent on their toes. I also got a lot out of the session and was able to identify some weaknesses in my gameplay against Luke. If you're a player that finds yourself getting picked apart after winning the first round, I know the things we discuss in this video will help you rank up. Also, if you're looking for one-on-one training, we can do exactly what Snakerty and I did in this video. Check out the description to find out how you can be featured in one of these videos. If you enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe, and hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so we're going to play a quick first 5, and then we're going to VOD review, but if you're watching the video later when it gets posted, I'm going to leave a timestamp down just so you can like skip to the VOD review if you are not interested in the game, so let's get started, I guess. But overall, I thought that was like a super good set. You played like super solid. Like I actually, it was like really hard for me to like win neutral and stuff like that.
A lot of the interactions that are like pretty specific, you really knew like what could come.
Yeah, I actually think like the difference is really just a bunch of like situational awareness that I might have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's also true of like the higher you, the better you get. That becomes more and more true. Like, the things that you need to know to like improve get smaller and smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the law of diminishing returns and stuff.
Yeah.
That's like one of the things that actually frustrates me in my personal improvement is like, I feel like in order for me to get better, I have to like pick up like the smallest tips and like start implementing them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think in the very first round we played, you actually kind of rolled me, if I remember correctly. And then I think after the very first round, I kind of like had a feel for how you like to play. And then I decided I like switched up how I played. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
I can definitely tell like when I'm fighting a better player. A lot of times I will win the first round and then it's like they're able to adapt a little better than me. I think I'm pretty good at getting my jumps in.
Yeah,
but
you are actually. I think one of my strengths is my anti-airs, but you had some jumps on me that were like I was not ready at all.
Yeah, I just feel like I press jump at like really awkward times for people, and I think Luke has a good cross-up aerial. I mean, I haven't really played any other characters, but his feels easy to hit. The cross-up and the big foot. I don't have the jumping punch. I would love that move so much.
The jumping punch.
The jump heavy punch. I've seen that move beat so many.
Oh, you don't have that move because you're on modern. I didn't. I forgot you lose moves because of modern, right?
Yeah, the only other two moves that really are important are standing medium kick and standing light kick.
That's cool. I think modern Luke is very viable though. Like I think even some top players had modern Lukes in their like pocket. But basically, like I want to see how you. I don't remember exactly what I noticed, but I remember switching to like playing a more slow play style against you after this first round.
Yeah, you kept catching my shimmies.
Yeah, that's I can kind of talk about that actually. I'm trying to think of. So what I was doing on my wake up a lot against you, it's actually a super like low. I was catching your shimmies a lot because I'm doing delay low forward. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing when I wake up, I block and then I low forward. So basically, what that covers is if you meaty me, I'm gonna block it. If you shimmy me, I'm gonna hit you with a crouching medium kick. It's just like a very low risk move because it's essentially taking the throw, but it covers shimmy and meaty. You see what I'm saying?
Honestly, I'm pretty bad at delay teching. I think I can't tell if I'm bad or my opponent is better because I got through the ranks so quickly that it's hard for me to tell.
I think delay teching is definitely a skill though that is like pretty deep. Like you kind of just have to like know the pattern of the block strings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
delay tech.
I start to tunnel on like trying to hit the delay tech, and then it's the only thing I'm thinking about, and then I just get drive impacted like 4 times in a row. I feel like I get the timing wrong, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this timing right on this next wake up, and then I go for it, and then I just get blown up.
I see. So you're like trying to do a delay meaty, basically.
No, it's just my delay tech. I usually throw too early, and then I.
Oh,
get
you're
hit.
saying when you're on defense. Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah. When I'm on defense, I press throw too early all the time. It's like, oh my gosh, because it's like they meaty me, and I got hit even though I delay tech or I tried to.
Yeah, I think that like, have you ever like gone in the practice and like practiced it with somebody?
No, that should be something I do because I've practiced it with just like the recording tool, but it's a lot different.
Yeah, it is a lot different. Maybe we can do that after watching this replay for a little bit. But yeah, I think that knowing when to delay tech is like, or how to delay tech effectively is really important because it's a really strong option in my opinion. Loses to shimmy, but it's like a strong option. But basically, what I was saying was like when I was catching your shimmies, I was just doing that a lot because I noticed you either go for throw or shimmy. You don't necessarily go for meaty into pressure a lot on your offense.
I used to meaty a lot more, but I think when I started to hit like diamond and higher ranks, I stopped going for it.
Yeah, I think that it's definitely an option you want to throw in there, just because like if somebody's doing what I'm doing, like the lowest risk option, right, which is like block and delay low forward, that basically like will beat everything you do if you're only shimmying and throwing, right? Because like you throw me and I like lose some health, you know what I'm saying? But it's like pretty low risk, and then if you shimmy, I get to hit you and take my turn back. But if you meaty me, then you get to like continue your pressure, and I have to keep guessing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now you have to input something else again, especially since Luke's got that +1 normal.
Yeah.
Frame 6 +1.
Yeah, so I think that like since you're only presenting me shimmy and throw, then it's like pretty easy for me to do something that's in my favor because basically like it's basically I lose a throw's worth of health or I get to take back my turn and I hit you. Yeah, so I would say just threaten meaty more, honestly. Like put it on threat, at least threaten it, and then you can go back to like other stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, when I hit them on block, I'm usually like less sure what to do.
Yeah, I think just having the options in your mind. I don't really know Luke's best options. I would think that like you can just do it twice as a frame trap, or you can do it once and then walk forward, and then they're in like a strike throw or like a shimmy situation again, right? So that's another opportunity to make them guess. It's just like opens up a whole other mind game that the other person has to think about.
Yeah.
But it's also something you have to think about too, which is annoying. But like if you can master that, then like you can really like blow people up. I thought I lost this round. Maybe I do lose this round. Yeah. I need to be better at recognizing when I'm fighting a modern player. Yeah, so I think I realized that in that round, what I realized is that like you kind of play pretty slow. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't really like drive rush into me that much, or like you're like in a very you play a very footsie based like neutral. You know what I'm saying?
That was what was easiest to like kind of rank up. I think
it's very good.
Yeah, they just either are like jumping or they're always like picking a couple like burst options. Like Ken's always just Jinrai kick on me, and it's like it's very easy to just one button DP them.
Yeah. So basically, my thought process was like, okay, he's playing like he's like a really footsie player. He's not like because like sometimes I play Lukes that are really rushed down. You know, like it kind of depends. But like I think footsie Luke is definitely the more consistent way. So I think that you're on the right path for like long-term growth, in my opinion. But like. Basically, what made me like I basically switched it up. Like on that first round, I didn't use fireball much at all. Like I didn't like try playing slow. But this round, I was like, oh, I want to like threaten fireball more because I knew we were like playing pretty slow. So I was like storing. I think if I actually store, it doesn't look like I've stored once.
Yeah, like that jump there when you're expecting another hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were blowing me up for jumping over the fireballs.
Yeah. I was just trying to threaten fireball more, but I think that like Jury's pretty good at like taking over the footsie game if you like don't know when to aggress smartly. You know what I'm saying? Because like if I just get to do this for free, I can basically like force neutral into like a beneficial situation for me, right? So like this situation is just like, you know, like if you do anything forward advancing, you're gonna get hit. If I get it out, you can't really jump because I like can DP you, and then like I can walk up and threaten pressure. So in my opinion, like you kind of if you kind of need, against, this is just jury specific, but you basically need to be pretty good at predicting when the jury is gonna store or fireball. You know what I'm saying?
And like, should I just drive rush or jump in?
Yeah, if you drive rush or jump in when I store, it's like free. Or you can use your fireball as well, but that's less reward but lower risk. You know what I'm saying? Like if I store and you fireball, I'll get hit. But like that happened a few times, but I feel like most of the times in neutral, you would just like keep playing footsies, which is good, but it's not good if I'm storing and fireballing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just want to threaten more fireballs or like jump in or drive rush, basically.
Yeah, because I can blow you up if I guess right.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't do that like whenever you think I'm gonna do it. You want to try to like notice a pattern in how I do it. And if you can like gather the pattern on when I like to store and when I like to fireball, then you can like blow me up pretty hard. But I don't think that you were like, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but were you like trying to think about when I store and fireball?
No, not at all.
Yeah, so I think that when you're fighting a jury, if we were to play this again, I bet you would, just like now that you're aware of that mind game, you'd probably do a lot better probably, just because you're aware now. But like, yeah, that's just like a jury specific thing. Some characters don't have some stuff like that, but yeah, fireballing, jumping, or drive rushing, basically. Yeah. Oh, one thing I also noticed, you never wake up DP'd a single time in the entire set.
Oh yeah, I don't do that very often. I only do it when I'm tilted.
I get that, but I actually think it's like I don't. Did you watch Capcom Cup at all?
Yeah.
Did you see how many DPs they're throwing out?
Yeah, NL specifically was swinging for the fences.
Yeah, I actually think it's like you have to threaten it. Like if you're fighting a good player and you're not threatening that, they can kind of just roll you. You know what I'm saying? Like with their offense.
Yeah, they have so much more pressure.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't say do it a lot, but definitely mix it in. Because I basically, after a few games, I was like, this guy's just never DPing. I don't even have to think about that, you know?
Yeah.
So that just like limited the things I had to think about and like just basically pushed my offense in my favor.
That was like a better player parry right there.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Taking your turn back with that.
Oh,
that's like something I know exists, but it's like something I've never done.
Yeah, minus frames into parry is really good, especially because like you never really threatened like if I'm doing that a lot, you can just like if I do something minus frames, you can walk up and throw me, punch counter throw, you know.
Yeah. But I'm not even thinking about like that being a possibility, so it's like not.
Yeah, but now you are though.
Yeah.
Like this is what the review is for, right? So like now that we're talking about it now, like you just have to like notice it once, and then like as you play, you'll start seeing it against people you're fighting. It's like pretty simple, I think. You just notice if you're getting perfect parried like this, like next time they do minus frames, you can just like walk up and throw them, you know, and then it'll make them stop. I actually think neutral jump shimmy is really good with Luke. I think this was like, I didn't see you do this a lot, but I think it's worth doing a little more maybe because like a lot of people aren't ready for the anti-air, you know? And it's like it's like a safer shimmy, you know what I'm saying?
You lose the DP.
Yeah, you lose the DP, I guess. But that's actually something I'm not good at. I don't DP these neutral jumps very well. A lot of times I'll just be like, oh, and then I'll like either parry or like block, and then like I'm eating their pressure after, you know? I think I had some bad defensive Oki options that game. I got shimmied and I got blocked on my DP. That's like 2/3.
Yeah, the two.
The
Yeah.
big blunders.
Yeah, so I feel like whenever you fireball me, I have to give you a ton of space, so I shouldn't let you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You just gotta like try to aggress when you think I'm a fireball or store. But I feel like, yeah, like it's all just like a bunch of like little things, like situational awareness stuff. I actually think that's like, I would say threaten DPs more, threaten meaties more. Yeah, just like, think about the fireball game and the jury matchup. Yeah, I don't think I was like winning these games by a large margin. They're all pretty close. So like a couple little tweaks and like the game's completely different. Oh wait, I think I want to point out something here. I don't remember if this is the situation I thought of. Oh yeah, I'm curious why you like back up here, walk back so far.
I don't know. I feel like I should keep pressing.
Yeah, because you're like, this is like the situation we're talking about, right? This is like what you want, because this is essentially like plus frames and you're close.
Yeah.
So you can like walk up.
I'm not as close as I'd like to be, but yeah, I think I should walk up.
Yeah, I think you're not as close as you'd like to be, that's true. But like, you're still favored in the situation, right? Because you're plus. So like, I'm like scared. Like whenever a Luke presses crouching medium punch on my block, I'm like what am I gonna do? What's he gonna do next? And then when you just walk back, you see how I parry again, actually?
Yeah.
That's because I'm trying to catch you pressing a frame trap. I'm trying to catch a perfect parry on your frame trap, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you walk forward here and I do this, you get punish counter throw. So I would say just, like, pressure more on your plus frames. Because when we walk back, I'm like, oh, I'm out. I get hit by that, but I'm at least out and we're back in neutral, you know? Maybe you're not, like, super comfortable with, like, that situation. I think we talked about that a little bit. But, like,
yeah,
maybe it'd just be good to, like,
I don't have, like, an idea of, like, how I want to force them to pick a certain option.
Maybe we can just, like, we can end it there, because I feel like that's, like, we can just go on the training thing and maybe talk about it a little bit, if you think that's a good idea. Yeah, but I do think, like, a lot of people, like, who are, like, 1400, 1500 master, they kind of play in, like, a belligerent, like, inconsistent style, but I don't think you have that problem at all. I think you have, like, a super good game plan that's very consistent and, like, good for long-term success. It just needs, like, some refining, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I guess, like, we can talk about, like, the plus frame situation after you're crouching medium. Like, I would say instead of backing up, you can honestly just do it twice. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it twice, 'cause not a lot of people are always mashing light. And also, even if they mash light, you get a beneficial trade, right? You see what I'm saying? You're a plus on this trade.
If you're frame perfect, you can beat me. But it's like most of the time I'll probably.
Do you mean did you say DP?
No, because I'm only +1 and my move's frame 6.
Oh yeah, that's true. I would say, to be honest, I feel like most players aren't mashing light after that. But if, like, you can, like, just do it twice, that's just a litmus test to see what they do. Because I feel like a lot of people will just block.
I should start conditioning them to take the second punch, and then I can start throwing them, right?
Yeah, but even if they, like, even if they mash light, it's not that bad, right? Like, what am I gonna get that? And I didn't even do it right, but, like, it's, like, kind of hard to do for me to cancel into the light. But to be honest, I think you can just threaten double, and then once you threaten double, you can go for 1 into grab, or you can go for 1 into shimmy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
a very simple like autopilot that you can do, and then just adapt based on what they do.
That's a good, easy thing to do.
Yeah, and then like obviously if somebody's mashing jab, you can just start doing medium into light, and then like confirm that. So yeah, I would just start with that basic like autopilot thing, and then just adapt based off what they do, and then like you'll just get better at the mind game. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is just delay teching. Like you said, you're like you mess up the timing. Yeah, I think you know how to do it pretty much. I guess it just comes with like doing it in game. I feel like you can do it fine, like in the. Wait, let me turn on your inputs actually. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like you have the idea. It just comes with like going for it more in game and being like okay with getting hit if you fuck it up, you know.
Yeah.
Also, it might help. Do you only play ranked, or do you play with like first attempts with friends and stuff?
I pretty much only play ranked.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with ranked though. You're not rewarded for experimenting. You're like very much trying to win now for points. You know what I'm saying?
I don't use drive rush as much as I should. I like it's like one of those things. It's like the same as delay tech. It's like oh, I should be drive rushing. So then I drive rush like 4 times in a row.
Yeah, but the thing is like I think you're very good at like what you know how to do. So you're kind of like you're more inclined to like do with what's comfortable to you. But like doing it in ranked, it's gonna feel bad because you're gonna fuck it up and lose points. And you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm just gonna go back to doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But that's like not that good for improvement. Like playing your friends in like first attempts or like other players in first attempts where there's no stakes allows you to like really try shit that you're not good at and like just like literally just spam it, find out when it works, find out when it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And then you can like learn that way. Where there's like no you don't lose anything for losing. You're more inclined to experiment. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ranked might not be the best like tool for long-term success. I think it's a good practice tool for like adapting quickly, but I think you will get more mileage out of practicing with like other good players and longer sets and experimenting. It's more fun that way, to be honest. I think a lot of people are drawn to fighting games because it's one-on-one and you want to just like practice by yourself, you know. But I think like a lesson I've learned recently is like you kind of need a community to like get better. You know, you can't get better like by yourself as fast as somebody getting better fighting with like a bunch of friends and like thinking about things with multiple brains. You know what I'm saying? Talking with other people definitely makes you realize how much you have to learn. Like I feel like whenever I was in like full ranked mode, I was like, I feel like I know everything. You know what I'm saying? And then like sometimes you like play with somebody and it like opens you up to like a whole can of worms that you weren't even thinking about. Like, you know, like minus frames into parry or like walking forward on your medium punch or like being better at delay teching. Yeah, all that stuff. Or threatening DPs. But yeah, I think I don't want to like overwhelm your like it's kind of bad to think about too many things to improve on at once. You usually just want to think about one thing, in my opinion. Like oh, in this set I'm gonna work on taking pressure after my medium punch. Don't like think about that and DPing and delay teching better. I would just like pick one of those and then work on that at the session, you know. I super. Nice. spot. Nice. Nice punish.
Oh,
I thought that would hit me, honestly.
I need to stop going for it. It's too hard.
Yeah, I think maybe you just have to do it like when I'm higher in the air. But I thought I was high enough for that to hit me. I actually thought I was gonna get hit by that.
Yeah, it's not worth it, I think, especially since I can just level 1.
I think you're living this.
Oh, what?
got lucky. Nice. You're around, bro.
What the?